Hi there, this is Leah from Mommyish, and today I have a tutorial on how to use our new watercolor actions in Photoshop. As you see here, I have a pattern. That's where I'm going to start off. We'll just get right into the thick of it. Basically, what I've already done is I've already done all the steps in advance because I didn't want you to wait for me to make, each thing happen. Anyway, it's like I'm trying to make excuses like a kid that got caught doing something they weren't supposed to do. But basically, whenever you're running this action, or these actions, you would select your layers. You would do first the layer of the flowers, then the layer of the centers. Once you've done that, you would merge those two layers together, like in your original document, and you would come up with something like this. So we go from this to this. Yay! That's running our action. All right, then after you do that, we have the watercolor papers. As you can see there, I'm going to zoom in a little more, even though we're at 100% right now, just a little more. You can see it adds a more realistic effect. I really like how it looks. It's pretty. But if this effect isn't strong enough for you, what you can do is instead of running the solid background effect, you can run the transparent effect. So I'm going to take this layer now all together, and that's important actually. If you're going to do a transparency effect, make sure you merge all the layers together, not the background, but the parts that you want to have the effect on. So here we go. We want it to have a good effect on your paper. Alright, so here we go. This is what it looks like, all on its own, all on its lonesome. And I'm going to paste that in there. You can't really see it because I have that, but there you go. So that gives, as I said, a bit stronger, I don't know, I wouldn't say a stronger effect. Well, maybe it is a stronger watercolor effect. If you don't like the way it looks, one option is to run it again. And when I say by running it again, I actually mean not on the layer you just had done, but the original. So we're going to run it again. Alright, I'm going to copy this one and paste it. So as you see now, we have two. So see how that did? It made it a bit stronger. If you want to take it one step further, you can maybe choose a different effect, like maybe color burn. Ooh, that's a little much. But if we tone it down a little bit, like 25%, I think it looks kind of cool. But yeah, we'll just stick with normal and at 100%. There we go. And then just merge those two layers together. So that as opposed to this. So has a stronger effect. Now I'm going to take the overlay we have here, and I'm going to clip it to that layer. I do this because the background, which is a very light, like whitish yellow, doesn't do well like colors when you choose the option overlay with your typical gray tone papers. It works well with almost everything other than light colors. So what I'm going to do, clip that to there, and then I'm going to take the corresponding watercolor texture that's in the white, put that underneath it, and then change it to like linear burn or something, and change the opacity down so it's not overtly strong. And this is our effect. So as you see there, if I don't clip the overlay, you can like barely see that it's doing something, sort of, kind of, not really, as opposed to that. Way better. So that's how we can use our new watercolor actions. And yeah, don't be afraid to like layer the transparent watercolor effect. Run it a few times on your original base that you're gonna do, and until you get an effect that you like. Just play around with it. I mean, there's so many uses. I love it. I love it, love it. All right. Another thing that we're going to do, let me close these out, I have is text. It would be great to use this effect on elements that you want to include in kits. whether it's word art or swirlies or little hearts, things like that. So we're going to start with watercolor. I'm going to use a transparent, well, I'm going to show you first. The solid watercolor effect is cool. I'm going to use the larger one just for the heck of it. And when it finishes, of course, like I said, it has a solid background, meaning that if I do that, as you can see, it's solid, like a rock. I'm so stupid. All right, and we're gonna use a transparent one now. Yay. So I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna put it into the same document so you can see that it maintains the transparency and the color integrity. If you don't think it's dark enough or opaque enough in the parts that you like, just duplicate it if you want, and there you go. So that's really easy. But yeah, for creating elements, let's say we're going to do some little hearts. So I'm going to choose my shape tool, and here's a heart. I'm going to kind of turn it that way, and here's another heart, smaller. Oops, I actually created it in the same one. I hate it. Do you ever do that? Like, I do that sometimes. I realize like I was holding it down when I wasn't supposed to, and then it's like, haha, I got you now. And yeah, so here we go. Here's a 3. Now, if I wanted it to be more like, instead of I'm just gonna merge these shapes together. Let's say I wanted them to be pink. All right, so it's pink. If I could run it like that and it would look cute. It would. So I'm gonna show you that first. Of course, always rasterize your layer on the get-go. All right, so here we go. Ta-da! All right, so I'm going to take that and paste it into the document so you can see what it looks like. So there we go. Here's our little hearts. But now what I'm going to do is do something a little bit different. I'm going to take the initial one. I'm going to clip a layer above it. I'm going to get out my paintbrush tool. I'm going to make it much smaller than what it currently is. And I'm going to choose some different tones, maybe like a little bit of red. Kind of like that. Just kind of play around with it a little bit, just to make it just a little different. Like I said, playing with like the gradient between colors, it is fun. So I'm going to merge those layers together. I'm going to run it again. Alright, so I'm going to copy that, paste that into our document. To me, this effect looks much more realistic, this one here. So just keep in mind that you don't have to do flat colors. You can do like little gradients, and it just looks so neat. I love it so much. And hopefully you'll like it too. Look, I put them together. Anyway, I'm going to end with that. You can have a lot of fun with this. Don't be afraid to go crazy, and just have a lot of fun with it. Hopefully you'll come back for the next tutorial for my next, set of actions or styles, and have a great day. Enjoy your work. Bye-bye.